Breaking news, it is coming in from Uttar Pradesh. There are reports to suggest that 9 BSP MLAs have met with the Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav in Lucknow. These MLAs are meeting Akhilesh Yadav at the Samajwadi Party office. So let's go right across to Alok Pandey to understand what really is going on. Alok, what more can you tell us about what's happening? Is there a split in the BSP which is now imminent?
Well, so this has a long history. Before I start, I'd also like to just inform our crew that I'm also on a live setup right now, so they can try and chat as we speak. So I'll right now be on the phono as that is right. So what has happened is that 9 MLAs of the Bahujan Samaj Party, and I call them MLAs now because that's the most simple way to describe them. Reports suggest that 9 MLAs of the Bahujan Samaj Party, which is Mayawati's party, have come here to meet with Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav in Lucknow. The history to this is that these 9 MLAs, from all reports that are coming in right now, are those who've either been expelled by Mayawati in the past, in the last 4 years, or those who have been expelled very recently. That's what we are told. So her party won 19 seats in the 2017 assembly polls, and then a few months later lost 1 seat in a by-poll. So that reduced the party strength to 18. Of those 18 MLAs, 11 have so far been expelled by Mayawati in the last 3 or 4 years. The most recent expulsions have been of Ramachal Rajbhar and Lalji Verma, who were both very, very senior MLAs in the BSP and were also holding posts within the party and in their legislative party. So they were recently expelled for anti-party activities. We don't know if both of them also came here or not. And the remaining 9 MLAs have been expelled in the last some time. There were a group of MLAs who rebelled against the party line in the Rajya Sabha polls that happened, I think, 2 years ago, if I am correct. And at that point of time, she had expelled them. So, I mean, it's so close to the election, so obviously these moves will be made. And that is why perhaps you've had a situation where these MLAs, again I call them BSP MLAs for the sake of simplicity, have come here to the Samajwadi Party office to meet with Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav. So that's what has happened. And right now the meeting seems to be over because we are told that they left from the back gate and they did not speak to the media. Akhilesh Yadav has also not spoken to the media yet, so we don't know if there's been a formal joining yet or not. But it does seem that they've come and met with the Samajwadi Party chief. And as we all know, assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh are just 7 to 8 months away, so interesting developments.
Right. And how big a jolt is this for the BSP, given the fact that elections are just a few months away?
Well, I think that is debatable because the party has, I mean, for the lack of a better expression, I'll say that the party has been down and out in Uttar Pradesh for some time now. They haven't really been visible on the street. Mayawati is more or less confined to her residences here in Lucknow or elsewhere. And I think the biggest indication of what's going on in her party had come just a few days ago, when she announced the expulsion of Ramachal Rajbhar and the other gentlemen. Both of them very, very senior BSP leaders who worked with the cadre on the ground for a long time, and yet they found themselves expelled. And like I said, you know, from 19 MLAs in the last 4 years, the party's strength effectively had anyway come down to 9 because she had already gone ahead and expelled 11 MLAs in the last 4 years. So it's her mercurial style of functioning has always been there. And it remains to be seen how it will affect her chances in the assembly election. But like I said, I think it's debatable how much those chances are anyway.